was me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now.
What's up, guys?
Man.
Shit.
What is going on, guys? What is going on? Jeez. How the hell are you guys, man? How the hell are you guys? Thank you guys for being here, as always, man. So welcome to the official Full Gear 2022 official show review, man. So if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted. After Monday Night Raw, every Friday, we are on here at 4 p.m. Central with the news. And every big pay-per-view for AEW and big pay-per-view for WWE, we are live right here directly after the show like we are tonight, man. So, unfortunately, last night's news is not on all platforms yet. Both of these shows should probably, today, the Full Gear review, and the news should probably most likely be up on all platforms either tomorrow or early Monday for you guys, man. So, yes, unfortunately, those aren't available on all platforms, but if you guys do want to check us out on all platforms, man, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, like I said, like you guys know, man, just come here, right here on YouTube, right after Monday Night Raw, on a Monday, 4 p.m. Central, on a Friday, and for all the big pay-per-views, we are on here directly after the show goes off the air, man. So, with that, if this is your first time watching it, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, so you can get all 5 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video. It is also on either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. So it is not hard to find at all, man. On the top left, you have the Chicago flag design. On the bottom right, you have the Chicago skyline design. And then you have one of the OG shirts, the best kept secrets to the IWC. And then you have the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired shirt, and in the middle you have the base Notorious Heels podcast logo design, man. So like I said, all 5 of these shirts are available in more than just t-shirts live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Again, link is at the top of the description of this video, or it is very easy to find on either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. So, with that, yeah, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here sitting right next to me, man. How the hell are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just been chilling out, man. Just been having fun. Good ass weekend, man. Been cool as hell. Full Gear was awesome, man. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And everything's been good, man. Everything's been good. Usually Durante is here. He's not here right now. He'll probably either be here later or be here in the rerun, man. So, fucking, like he always asks, how's life? How's family? Life's good, man. Family's good. What about you? What about everybody in chat? Logan, how are you guys doing? What about you, bro? How are you?
Yeah, dude, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. As Durante usually asks, I'm good, man. Family's good. And what about you, Durante, and Spirit, and everybody else in chat? As we got Logan and my pops here. So how the hell are you guys, man? Logan says he's wearing his shirt right now. Which one are you wearing,
bro.
man? Which one are you wearing? And thank you, of course, as always. Yeah, dude, and I also appreciate the compliment on the graphics. This is some of my favorite work. I can't wait for you guys to see next Saturday.
Oh, that's really good, man.
For War Games, I can't wait for you guys to see those those graphics for that show. I'm super excited for that, man. But yes, I appreciate that. So it's always nice to hear. But man, what'd you think of the show, bro?
I really liked it, man. I really liked it. Other than some issues that weren't with the show itself, it's how we watched the show. But other than that, with the show that we got to actually sit down and fully see, I really liked it, man. I think it's the most consistent pay-per-view of AEW's year. I liked a lot of the other ones. I really liked Forbidden Door, All Out. I liked all those. They're all really good. I think this one was had the most consistently just good shit on it, man. Besides like one match that was pretty obviously going to be bad, I don't really think there was a bad match or even like a disappointing match to me, really, man. If anything, half of them shocked me with how good they were, man. So
yes,
yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So I really like this show, man. I think it might be my AEW pay-per-view of the year, man. It really might be, in terms of quality at least. Maybe not moments, but I would think quality, man. But what about you?
Definitely, bro. Definitely. That's a great question. Good ones this year. Revolution was a really good show from top to bottom. That one was really good. Forbidden Door was great, minus the build. The show itself was really great. Double or Nothing was good. That kind of was a little overshadowed a little bit by some outside stuff. But as for the show, I thought the show was really good. That was probably my one, honestly, I had the most gripes about from what I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really too big of a fan of the finals of the Owen Hart Cup and all that stuff. But that one was good. All Out was a really good show, but that is like, when you talk about overshadowing, when you talk about the most overshadowed show of the year, that one was really fucking good, but overshadowed by the man himself. So, yeah, that's definitely valid. For me, it's probably between this one and Revolution, man. I remember Revolution being a really good show. I really like that one. But yeah, this turned out as a really good show, as we knew it would. As we knew it would be a really good show. It turned out being just that, man. It turned out being just that. So, yeah, Logan said he's got a few gripes on the show. Yeah, we definitely got a few gripes on the show. We have a few gripes on the company. But as far as the show goes, we got a couple gripes to talk about here tonight as well. So, I'm sure you know one of those. I believe we talked about one of them on Friday that we all said we didn't want to happen.
And it happened.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like consistency, I think this was definitely the most consistent show they've had. This is probably up there. This will definitely give it a run for its money. As like for the AEW shows, I definitely think that one was definitely the most consistent for sure.
I think so, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it was. I thought it was a really good show, man. I thought it was a really good show. Like I said, as we knew it would be a really good show, but kind of a mid build. To the show, but just like we said, it was going to be a great show nonetheless, and it was. So, yeah, man. So I guess we'll start you guys off with the 0 hour. Well, we didn't watch the 0 hour.
There's no fucking point
because, bro. I don't know if anybody else has these. I know people do, but like I don't know if any of you guys have these problems that we run into. Bleacher Report
sucks.
Has got to be one of the worst fucking apps to distribute your pay-per-view to.
Dude, it's dog
in history, bro. Even if we wanted to watch 0 hour, which we were trying to load the shit up at like 6:20, so I don't think there was even any matches on yet. What do you fucking know? Even if we wanted to watch it, we couldn't because, bro, constant buffering, fucking, you can't get into the app. I mean, I'm so fucking sick and tired of these AEW shows being such a hassle to watch, bro.
I'm telling you.
If I want to watch a pay-per-view, let alone pay $50 fucking for a pay-per-view, I don't want to watch constant buffering. I don't want your apps that you pick to distribute these pay-per-views off of to suck.
To not literally, the app in the TV we used it on just doesn't work. The app itself doesn't. We have to AirPlay it to the TV to get it to work, because the app literally just doesn't work.
And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll know I tweeted out at the end of the show when I, finally got a chance to use my phone that, I apologize for the lack of live tweets during the show, because if I try to go on Twitter, then it's going to cut my AirPlay off.
Literally, so
it's just a fucking mess, man. It's a mess, dude. And that if there's one thing about AEW pay-per-views, man, I like being on there and interacting with you guys about the show, and I get to see your guys' tweets when they come down, but I can't do anything with them because
literally.
If not, then my AirPlay's gonna cut off, and then our stream's gonna buffer. So it is a fucking hassle, man. It is really, really a hassle, and I'm so sick and tired of it, bro. Get a goddamn streaming deal already, dude.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know if they need to make it themselves or just be a part of something, man, but it needs to go it needs to be on an actual useful app, because Bleacher Report is dog shit, bro. It really is, man. It's a horrible system.
Yeah, it is seriously god awful. Seriously god awful, man. I'm so sick and tired of it, bro. But
what you gonna do, man?
To give you guys the rundown of the 0 Hour, man, the first match we had was this is probably Logan's favorite match of the night. We had All Atlantic champion Orange Cassidy, best friends, and the very evil, very mysterious partner. And here we go.
Two of the worst fucking factions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. So, this match, I heard Danhausen debuted a new gimmick, and I genuinely couldn't give any less of a fuck. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Maybe you guys seen it and can give me the heads up, because I don't know what happened there.
No. Shocker, Logan. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I bet. So the babyface team won that one. Chaos. I don't know if that's what they were calling themselves. That's what it says on the run sheet here. Yes, they beat the Factory. So, oh boy. That match ended in 11 minutes and 55 seconds. And on to the next. Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks, the semifinal. This is another thing. AEW had to hold this tournament back because Ricky Starks wasn't cleared to wrestle. Why the hell wouldn't you tell us that?
Just tell us.
Instead of making us think that you are completely unorganized.
Like, bro, all you gotta do is just, Ricky Starks is injured. We gotta push it back. Simple as that.
Ricky Starks has a minor injury. We're hoping to clear him by next week, but we may have to push the tournament back 1 week.
Simple as that, bro. Literally as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. And you know what, too? You know what? Like, last year, I feel like we had, interesting people in the tournament.
Yeah.
This year, the only interesting person in the tournament is Ricky Starks.
That's it. That's the only person I want to win.
Because the finals, well, let's see. Yeah, Ricky Starks defeated Brian Cage here in 10 minutes. So that means the tournament finals is Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks. It's clearly going to be Ricky Starks versus MJF. So, I mean, just can you make it any any less interesting when you only put one guy who can possibly win it in there? I mean, last year you had John Moxley in it, you had Miro, you had Bryan Danielson, you had a bunch of
people, man.
Interesting. Yeah, you had a bunch of interesting people on the show, or in the tournament rather. So it makes for interesting television, bro. But this year, the staple tournament of Full Gear, the tournament that usually culminates every year at Full Gear, it would have been Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks. That is completely uninteresting. They've done nothing to build up a guy like Ethan Page. They've put a little to no stock into Ricky Starks, and both of them are great.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a little when the years before they put these huge names in there, and then we come around this year and it's
just something.
Yeah, and it feels like just a bunch of afterthoughts are in the are in the tournament. So
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so the finals of that one were Hangman and Kenny Omega. So, you know, good there. You know, you get some storytelling in there. The finals of last year would have been Danielson versus Moxley. That got changed to Danielson versus Miro. So it was still really good. They tied it in really well with Miro and stuff. So it made sense. And then this year, it would have been Ethan Page and Ricky Starks. And
just kind of a waste.
Yeah. Really. I mean,
like,
yeah. They tied. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know, guys. We know.
Okay, I think we're good for now. Okay, so yeah, this was like tied in on Rampage, but then they moved it. Then they moved it to the. Bro, it is midnight, bro.
Literally.
Okay. Alright. Looks like we're good for the next 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Eddie Kingston defeated Jun Akiyama here. Whatever. This is a guy from DDT, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess they said on Rampage Eddie Kingston like always wanted this match or something like that, so they gave it to him.
Good for him, man. It could have been a Dynamite match, but you get it on pay-per-view.
There you go, man. So, yeah, so that was the 0 hour. Unfortunately, we couldn't watch it, like I said, because of Bleacher Report. But here we are with the main card. Okay. Oh, I don't know if we're any better or not, but look at all this.
Literally. Just a constant. man.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess we're just gonna keep going. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Jesus Christ. I apologize again. All right. So the show opens up with Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus. This match was good. It was good.
Yeah.
The parts where they were fighting inside of the cage. However, I did not understand whatsoever how the hell Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy were able to fight outside of the cage. That made no sense to me. And then they just got back in the cage and started fighting like normal. Like,
Well, I mean, all of their cage.
my God, bro.
It negates the whole point of a fucking cage match to me, man. The whole point. And I get they kind of just go out there just so they could put weapons and shit inside, but just keep the weapons inside the cage already. I forgot what the name of it was, but I remember in NXT there was a cage match. It was basically just a normal cage match, but they had just attached weapons to the inside of it. Like, that's a cool idea of getting around that.
Are you talking about the Ambrose Asylum match?
No, it wasn't. They did it.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I remember NXT did it where they just like attach weapons to the inside of the cell, man. I think that's just a better system than just leaving the cell entirety. It negates the whole point.
It's like literally like the dumbest fucking rule ever. Let's have a steel cage match, but you guys could go outside and fight outside of the cage. Like, what is the fucking point of the cage then? The point of the cage is to keep you in it, not so you can go out and just start fucking walking around.
Literally.
That makes no sense to me, bro. So that was one thing I didn't really like about that match. I just don't like that rule in general. It just like, if you guys were gonna fight outside of the fucking cage, then just have a normal ass match and just bar Christian from ringside or something. I don't know. Regardless, I thought maybe the elbow drop off the top of the cage would have been enough to do it. I don't know so much that you had to make the guy tap.
Yeah.
That was maybe a little. I thought that was a little extra to do on their case, just for the character development of Luchasaurus. I don't really know if that was a good move there to have him tap.
Man, it was a good match for what they were able to do, man. But I just don't like their style, the steel cage match. I genuinely don't like it. I'd rather them just do their own thing, you know. They put a roof on War Games. Why don't they do that for their steel cage matches? That could do it some good or something. Something. As long as you're not fucking just walking outside of it.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the dumbest fucking rules I've ever heard. But yeah, man. So Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus open the show with, like I said, a very good steel cage match. It was very good, man. It was very good. Like I said, I do got the little gripe of, I do have the gripe of them fighting outside of the cage. I think that completely that does the stipulation of the match no justice. And yeah, man. So
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And with the next match, this was odd.
I don't know why they put this on second, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to have it open the show, this was really odd match placement here. Really, really odd match placement. Yeah, very, 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 very weird. Yeah, they put this match on second. They genuinely put this match on second, and I have no idea why.
No, I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't open, then you put this in that sweet spot in the middle of the show. You know what I mean? I think they put it on second because of the Elite losing. I could see that. Who won the cage match? It cut out. Jungle Boy Jack Perry won the cage match. He made Luchasaurus tap with the snare trap, man. So, yeah. So this was really cool. Yes. So Death Triangle come out and do their whole entrance. They come out and do their whole entrance, man. And then right after they come out, it sits, and it just sits in silence as people just wait for the Elite. Then the lights go out. Then the lights come back on, and you just see the Elite Trons and Kenny Omega Trons, and then you just see them standing in their silhouette.
That was dope, man. And I love this fucking music choice. That shit was hard as fuck.
Yes. Yes. They... For the love of fucking God, for the love of God, they... Oh, man. Yeah, so they... come out to Wayward Sons, and yeah, we heard that they were going for the trademark, but then we heard they weren't going for the trademark anymore, so, and they ended up coming out to it, man. I don't know if this is a one-time thing, or I don't know if this is going to be the Elite's entrance music, but regardless, this was fire. They came back, and it was as good as everybody expected it to be, man. This was a very, very, very good trios match here, man, and I was very, very pleased with it, and I really liked the storytelling they had going on here, man. I really did.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I like what they were doing, man. I really like what they were doing, man. Thought it was a really good match. I miss seeing...
As you guys can imagine, I am in literal podcasting hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot apologize enough. But bro. Oh.
Don't do it. All right.
Jesus. Okay. Again, I apologize dearly for this bullshit. Because, good God, this is easily the most frustrating this show has ever been. For the love of God. Death Triangle come out. Then AEW does some very good production here as they let it simmer. The lights go out. It's quiet. You know, lights come back on. We see the Elite standing there in their, and we just see their silhouettes. Then we see them do their pose as they come out to Wayward Sons. So, like I was saying, you know, they went for the trademark for it, but then they abandoned the trademark. And now here they are coming out to the theme song, man. So it was really cool to see, and they seemed pretty into it, and it made for just a really cool visual and a really cool return, man. Everybody missed them, bro. Not only was this match great, how about them chants, bruh?
Damn. And man, who would have imagine you told us, bruh, that CM Punk, the chance of CM Punk would go from CM Punk to fuck CM Punk. Good lord. Damn. Bro really failed him, bruh. How do you have the fans go from loving you to hating you, bro? It's just like that.
Wow. Fuck CM Punk chants.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Bro really tried to take this company over, and those are the fans.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that most likely, yeah, that was never a good recipe, man. Wow. Crazy world we live in, man. I never thought in a million years I would hear that come from an AEW audience. But regardless, by the way, the opening cage match was 18 minutes and 40 seconds. And oddly enough, this match was too. This was 18 minutes and 40 seconds, and it ended with Kenny Omega going for the One-Winged Angel, and lo and behold, Rey Fenix uses the hammer. I can't exactly remember what they were calling it, like the Way of the Hammer or something like that. Something stupid. But Pac was trying to teach him the Way of the Hammer, and he wouldn't use it. But at his last resort, he used the hammer to defeat the Elite.
Yeah.
As he hit Kenny Omega in One-Winged Angel position, he hit him with the hammer and then rolled him up for a roll-up, and Death Triangle beat the Elite in their return. Now look, man. Death Triangle and the Elite get confirmed for a best of 7 series that is going to take place from today, or Full Gear yesterday, November 19th, up until January 11th.
Holy fuck, man.
We are going to get a little under 2 months of matches between these two teams. Look, I'm all for this match, but bro,
fuck, man.
Jesus. And I believe 2 of them take place over the next 2 weeks. So, if this goes to a Game 7 leading up to this, or a Match 7, we're going to see Death Triangle, the champions, lose 3 times in matches as champions, man. So that is just great. And with that, then we'll have to see the Elite lose 3 times as well. So it is literally the epitome of 50-50 booking there. If it goes to a Game 7 or a Match 7, which it will,
Oh, you know it fucking will.
It's, yeah. Death Triangle probably is going to go up 3-0, and then the Elite's going to come back, or it's going to go...
One after the other.
Yeah, I mean...
Good
Bruh.
fucking God, man. Like, yeah, I really don't want to see this either, bro. I mean, a straight up rematch, or even just be like, yeah, they're gonna do this match 3 times. If you're gonna do something like that where you announce the amount of matches, don't make it 7 fucking matches, man. The Elite's back. I want to see them facing a whole bunch of people, not one fucking team.
Yeah.
For the next 2 fucking months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm not crazy for the fucking this shit. A lot of people are liking it. It's not for me, man. Not for me.
Nah, those are the same people that hated on it when Sheamus and Cesaro did it a couple years ago in the beginning of 2016 Raw. Those are those same people, bro. Please spare me with this shit, bro. This is not it whatsoever. This is not it at all. This is just bad, bro. Like I don't want to see this match 7 fucking times. That's a lot.
No.
That is a lot. Somebody needs to talk to Mr. Tony Khan about overkill because that is it to the fullest. Look, I'm all for an Elite versus Death Triangle match. I'm all for a rematch. I'm all for a rematch of a rematch. Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Best out of 3 or something.
Yeah.
Not fucking 7.
Yeah. Best out of 3 would be best case scenario because best of 7 is a lot, man. A lot. And yeah, best out of 3. I actually really mess with the best out of 3. I like that a lot. I think that would be great. You know, you have the Elite win one, and then you do, you know, the trilogy of matches between these two, and you have the Elite win the last one. Or, no, technically they would have to win 2. So, I don't know. But, geez, that's a lot. That is a lot, and that's 7 matches, bro. So pretty much the only kind of action we're going to be seeing from all 6 of these men
It's just each other.
is just Death Triangle versus the Elite up until early January.
And I hope it's the end of Death Triangle after that, man, because I feel like they're doing an inner circle where they were looking like they were going to break up. But, you know, AEW, they got to stick together for the fans. I think that's what they're doing with Death Triangle, man, and I fucking hate that shit. Just break them the fuck up.
Just break them up. Pac has proven that he's so much better as a singles. Ray Phoenix and Pentagon could go be with another group that fits them way more than the Death Triangle. But this Death Triangle shit needs to end. I've never been a fan of it. They've never been a cool group to me.
No.
They've never, like, it literally just seems like a pairing that Tony Khan thought would be cool, and here it is. And quite honestly, I don't really know too many people that are huge Death Triangle fans. I mean, these guys just don't fit together.
They don't. They don't think they do, man, but people like it, so there you go, man. We're stuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and I feel like the Lucha Bros are popular, and I feel like Pac is popular amongst fans, but I don't really know too many people that are really hot on the group to begin with, man. I mean, have you seen many of them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's AEW Twitter for you.
Yeah, they don't look alike. They don't act alike. I mean, they wrestle alike, but not really. I don't know. It's just not for me, man. It's just not for me. I don't know. But, you know, they kind of put themselves in a weird spot now because with Ray Phoenix using the Way of the Hammer, with him using that, you have now what is going to be his purpose for, like, them being mad at Pac necessarily? Like, if Pac used the hammer, but maybe they didn't see it or something like that, maybe that would be a little better. But, like, what necessarily are they going to get mad at Pac for? Cheating to win? That would be completely stupid because they did it. So, that was an interesting and, in my honest opinion, a bad move there, to be honest.
I think so, man. I don't like this path.
Yeah, because when they do eventually get fed up with Pac, what is it going to be over now? Because it can't be the way of the hammer because Ray Phoenix used it here. So is this just going to be a full heel turn for the group? But the group wasn't interesting as baby faces. I even think they did have a brief heel
I
run.
think they did, and it fucking was lame as hell. Who knows, man?
I don't know.
Knows?
But nonetheless, the match itself was great. I just don't know where we go. Or not that I don't know where we go. I don't know why we're going where we're going.
Exactly.
I don't know why we're doing a best of 7. That sounds completely atrocious to me, man. It really, really does.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, man. So this match, like I said, ended in 18 minutes and 40 seconds, and the Elite's return was a success. However, it was just some things afterwards that kind of made it a little weird. Not the return, but the next step a little weird. Next. Oh, man.
Dude, I didn't even pay attention to this fucking match, to be honest.
Bro.
I couldn't tell you a damn thing that happened in this match besides Jade won. I genuinely didn't pay. I was just consumed in what I was eating.
You know what's more annoying than this match for me? The video package that plays before the match, where Tony Schiavone is looking down a camera lens just like I am right now, and he's trying to play up how just methodical this is by Nyla Rose, that she took her belt and she's gotten into her head. And it, like, oh my god, it completely boggles my mind how they're genuinely trying to make this woman out to be fucking Tommaso Ciampa. Like, she just fucking spit on her best friend's wedding ring and threw it. And, bruh, oh my lord. Dude.
I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I thought this match was ass. I thought the fucking feud was ass. It was complete ass all around.
I'm genuinely, at this point, dude, I'm genuinely getting sick of these Jade Cargill pay-per-view matches, bro.
They're all the same. It's literally just fucking under 10 minutes of her beating their ass and just winning.
Yeah.
It's pointless, bro. It's fucking pointless.
That's literally what it is. The opponent gets a little bit of the offense in the middle of the match, but majority of the match is dominated by Jade Cargill, and then she just wins. So, and Nyla Rose, bro. Oh my god. You genuinely can't find somebody more uninteresting than Nyla Rose. I mean, the absolute bland that bland can get
literally,
is Nyla Rose. I mean, seriously, it is bad.
It's real fucking bad.
It is bad. I don't know how she gets any sort of contention for a pay-per-view spot or some story that they're trying to portray that fucking sucks, and it is the most childlike of storytelling you can possibly imagine. Absolutely atrocious. This match ended in 8 minutes, and it was Nyla Rose, like I said, getting offense in the middle of the match. Jade Cargill just coming back, hitting her with the Jaded, and that was it. I think Nyla Rose hit her with a Jaded, and she was kind of using some of her moveset, but if this was Jade Cargill, and this is what they were saying, if this was her toughest competitor, there's a problem here.
Literally.
There's a problem with this fucking title reign, and good lord, we need Kris Statlander back, because somebody got to take this belt off her, because
good lord,
this ain't it. If you've seen one match, you've seen them all, except this one just has some of the worst storytelling attached to it. And I don't know if that's better or worse, because the other matches have no storytelling at all, so I don't know, man, but
pick your poison, but holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Horrible.
Very horrible. Very.
So, flipping on the other side of horrible, we have this masterpiece right here.
Man, this shit was good.
Whew. Man, we have the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho versus Claudio versus Sammy Guevara. for the ROH World Championship. Jeez.
Man,
This was
good.
damn good.
Mm-hmm.
This was damn good, bro. I will say, this was one of the best matches of the night.
Easy.
This was definitely one of the best matches of the night. Honestly, if you look at it, this might be match of the night.
I think it is my match of the night, man. I think it is. It was genuinely great, man. It was entertaining. It had a lot of good spots, man. Everybody in it, maybe not Guevara, but everybody in it for the most part. Guevara had like one cool moment when he stopped that pin from Jericho.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool moment, I will say.
He had some kind of there was points in this match where we were seeing old glimpses of that like beginning TNT champion run, Sammy Guevara.
Yep.
When he was good. So, and we seen glimpses of that, bro, and he in my opinion had a pretty good showing in this match, to be honest, man. I mean, in the beginning he was being Sammy Guevara, but as Jericho started to piss him off, we seen more and more of the Sammy Guevara that we all love.
Exactly.
So this was good though, man.
This was real fucking good.
This
man.
was really, really fucking good. There was points, bro, where literally anybody could have won. Sammy Guevara could have won the match. Bryan Danielson almost had won the match when he had put Sammy Guevara in the yes lock. Claudio, I think Claudio might have had a moment or two, and
Bryan definitely did, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was great all around, man.
Yeah, man. And Jericho, the Ocho. Jericho had Jericho's great. Jerigoat.
Truly.
Yeah, bro. He's great, man. Another notch under his belt of a great fucking Chris Jericho match. I don't care what anybody says. Of the modern Chris Jericho that we know and love,
It's the best.
this is my favorite version of him, I think, and this without a doubt. Obviously, like I said, modern Chris Jericho, because, older or younger Chris Jericho obviously had some better match quality years, but as of the older Chris Jericho that we all know and love, this is without a doubt his best year in terms of his body of work. I mean, his match quality this year has been off the fucking charts. Off the charts, absolutely.
Truly, bro. It's genuinely been so good, man. And I love the flow of this match. I love the face-offs. Both, inner factions having their own fighting was really good. I like Blackpool Combat Clubs because, it's kind of obvious. It's kind of, it's how you get in the group. Kind of got to fight each other. So theirs wasn't less of, they're fighting. They were just... Daniel Bryan and Cesaro have great chemistry. That shit was good, man. And same with Jericho and what the fuck is his name? Guevara, man.
They have good timing.
They had real good timing, man. They waited till the right time, and
Yes.
they were doing some cool stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, honestly, man. I mean, yeah, we seen a little, and this is what I like, and this is how you can tell the difference between the two groups, is Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara's was sort of built up over time and frustration of those two kind of, fighting, but Danielson and Claudio
Just did it.
were just kind of like, okay,
Time to fight.
Guevara and Jericho are out, so we're going to shake hands and we're going to fight. So, yeah, it was a lot less, and that's what I love about the Blackpool Combat Club, is you have that aspect of them. They can still be assholes to each other, but they're all bonded by blood, if you will.
Respect to the game, bro.
Yeah.
It's how you win. It's what they're both there for, is to win the match. So
Yeah.
they're still going to be boys afterwards, but whoever wins, wins. And I love
Exactly.
that about that group.
Yeah, and based off what we've seen tonight, I hope we get to see more from that group, because it is way too early if you're thinking about doing anything that you shouldn't with that group. Because
Exactly, man.
there's seriously so much more you have to do with them, and it would be criminal to break them up right now, in my
really
opinion.
Would be, genuinely.
So, and then Jericho and Guevara, I thought, had really good timing and pacing in this match, as to theirs was sort of like we're not going to fight. Like, we're in the
Yeah,
same group. We're not going to fight. Like, that's not an option whatsoever. But then you have Jericho telling Guevara, all right, you stand right there, and I'm going to pin him and get the victory. So, obviously, Sammy's getting visibly and visibly more upset. Then there was a turning point in the match where Jericho hit the lion salt, hit Sammy, even though he knew he was laying there. And that was kind of the tip of the iceberg for Sammy as he started to fight back. There was one point in this match, bro, where he hit the GTH and genuinely almost put away Chris Jericho, man. So it overall was just really fucking good, man. It was really good, and they told an amazing story in this match.
They really did, man.
Yeah, 2 JAS members, 2 Blackpool Combat Club members. You can't get that much better than that, bro. And the storytelling was phenomenal in my honest opinion. In the end, Claudio had hit the neutralizer to Danielson on the outside, took him out for the rest of the match, and he was spinning Sammy Guevara around, and Chris Jericho hit a jumping Judas effect on Claudio, and he pinned Claudio to win the match. And Jericho retained, in my honest opinion, what looked like a brand new Ring of Honor title. It looked brand new.
It looked shiny as hell, man.
It was really shiny, yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It looked really good, man. It looked really good. And I liked that jumping Judas effect, man. It was different. From the angle I caught it as, I didn't see, because I think me and you were laughing, because I saw the full clip of it. Yeah. You could see Jericho actually, like, run at them. But me and you just saw the part where he's swinging them and just gets fucking... To me, it looked like a coffin drop. So I called it the cough drop, because he just basically fucking Judas effect fucking Claudio's fucking ribs. But nonetheless, it was really awesome. Even if it doesn't fully connect, Jericho go for it. I mean, he's fucking how old? I mean, he's not gonna fucking connect it perfectly, and I still think it looked good for what it did.
I think so too.
One thing about Jericho, even though it doesn't always look 100, it doesn't look sloppy.
It doesn't, yeah.
So it didn't connect perfectly, but it didn't look sloppy. I liked it. It was a unique ending, and I liked it a lot.
I will say though, had he gotten in there at the right time, that would have looked awesome. Like, it looked good. Don't get me wrong, but like, had Claudio just got that, had Jericho just waited probably like another second, but I know, you're in motion and shit happens, you're live, you don't really got another take at it, so you kind of just got to go for it. But man, if Jericho would have waited like one more second and he would have hit that like spot on, that would have been like really, really good timing, man. I love, like, that is literally like the perfect way to catch Claudio off guard, because when he's swinging people, he, his arms aren't, he's not protecting his face at all.
No, exactly.
And if Jericho's finisher is an elbow to the face, that's perfect. That is a perfect ending to the match.
Exactly.
And Jericho won and quickly got out of Dodge. He didn't even wait for his boy or nothing. So I just really like it. I really like it, man. Afterwards, we got Jericho saying in a backstage interview that him and Guevara were fine. Sammy Guevara was nowhere to be found. So I bet he's going to be a little pissed off, man. And Claudio. Oh, Sammy Guevara didn't go out there with Ty Conti.
Yeah, that is true. Thank God. No wonder I liked him a little more than usual tonight.
Me too.
That explains it.
Yeah, step in the right direction. Keep it up.
I'm telling you, man, because that's what makes him insufferable on TV. But, like, just seeing him, it's nice, bro. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. And he was great.
Yeah, he was great tonight.
He was great. And he came out there by himself, man. So I really think that that has a lot to do with it, if I'm being 100% honest. But it was great, man. I thought it was really great. What the hell was I gonna say? And then, Guevara's nowhere to be found, so I bet he was a little pissed off, and I can't wait to see how they finish telling that story. And then we got the confirmation of Orange Cassidy defending the All-Atlantic title against Jake Hager on Wednesday.
Bro, talking about listening to bag, like he about to fucking Bro, talking about, like, run them pockets.
Honestly.
What's in the bag?
He's really about to run bro's pockets.
He really was, man. And one thing I have to say, I like how they're giving Orange Cassidy, title defenses. Why didn't you give that to Pac when he was fucking champion?
He's the better wrestler.
He's the better wrestler. Those matches would have been heat. That's one thing I don't understand, but at least they're doing it for the fucking guy. But I don't like how he carries it around in a fucking duffel bag.
No, that is... Like, I said this a couple weeks ago on Unscripted, but we used to make fun of Roman Reigns for carrying the Universal Championship like it was a bag of laundry in 2017. Orange Cassidy literally carries it around like a bag of fucking laundry. He literally, he doesn't even show the belt. He carries it in a book bag. Bro, that is ridiculous.
That shit really is, bro.
Carry the belt, bro. Even if you, like, drag it.
Something.
Like, bruh. I don't know. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. But,
maybe if it would fit, Cassidy's character more if he put it around his waist, but, like, didn't actually, like, tighten it, so it's kind of, like, just sagging on his waist. Not, like, sagging, but, like, just loose as fuck on his waist. That might fit his character more than putting it in a fucking book bag. Definitely. To make the title look great. You don't fucking see it.
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. So, that was that match. That, quite honestly, that probably was my favorite match of the night. They told a fantastic story in that one.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, so that match ended in 21 minutes and 30 seconds with a Chris Jericho win. And for the next one, we have Britt Baker versus Saraya in Saraya's return match. Her brother was ringside for the match. And what do you know? Who comes out first? Saraya.
She couldn't even get the fucking the entrance that matters. She had to come out first. Come on. Come on. Oh, Britt. But I will say, man, during the match, it was a little better than I expected Saraya to be. Not that I expect her to be bad or nothing, but ring rust can really hit some people, man. And the fact that it's been like 5 years, I low-key thought it would. And especially because me and you were talking about this during the match. But Britt isn't exactly a ring general. But I think Saraya did great, man, for first match back. Better than some other people, man. I think she did good, man. Britt was surprisingly alright too, man. And it was a surprising ending for me, at least.
Yeah. For this one, I thought,
Literally, Logan.
Yeah. Britt, I mean, dude, it's the little things that matter, bro. Mm-hmm. Saraya, especially for her return match, why is she coming out first?
Like, what?
That makes absolutely zero sense. That makes absolutely zero sense to me, dude. It really, really makes no sense, and I don't know. I didn't like that whatsoever. This match was, see, I think Saraya is a ring general. Mm-hmm. I just think she's very rusty, and understandably, I'm not faulting her for that. However, I don't really think it was a good idea, and I know, you want to put her in there with Britt. You want to put her in there with Britt because they view Britt as their biggest woman star, so that is what it is. And the only thing that I liked about Britt being in this match is kind of the same thing it's kind of the same thing you would expect from like 2017 Roman Reigns. Like, you kind of just put him in these spots because that fans are absolutely going to be biting their nails over the possibility of her winning. So that was the only good thing about that. But honestly, I wasn't too big on the match. No. I mean, I didn't expect this to be a clinic. I just don't think Britt was the right person to be put in there with Saraya, being that this is her first match back, because Britt herself is not a ring general, and Saraya is. We've seen it from her. She just kind of has to, get her feet wet a little bit more, and I think she'll be back to that point at some point. But, as for her first back match, I really thought you could have put her in there with somebody a little better. Not saying that Britt is a bad wrestler. I think Britt is good. I just don't think Britt is a ring general. I think Britt thrives. I think Britt thrives when she's in there with somebody who is a ring general. So those are where her best matches come from, in my opinion. But yeah, I wasn't too big on the match. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was kind of what I expected it to be, being that she's in there with Britt, and it's her first back match in 7 years or 5 years or something like that, whatever it was. But it wasn't bad at all, and she looks promising. Saraya looks promising, and I know she'll get back to that point. But yeah,
Definitely, man. Definitely.
yeah, man. So, yeah, that was that match. It ended in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. It was a little sloppy, but it will get better.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Definitely. And for the next one, man.
Shit.
This match was for the TNT Championship, man. Wardlow defends his title against Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe. Jeez. This match was 9 minutes and 55 seconds.
Damn. Not feel that short.
No, not at all.
The hell?
Look, man. This shocked me.
Oh, yeah.
This shocked me. I was happy for Samoa Joe, but once you have time to take a step back and be like, damn, it was really one of those moments, because I took a step back and I was like, damn, that was the Wardlow title reign. Like that was the savior of the TNT title.
Did not say.
Not.
Yeah.
As for the match was good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It didn't feel like 10 minutes at all. They obviously squeezed a lot into that 10 minutes, because it did not feel like 10 minutes. I thought that went like a solid 15.
Genuinely.
But yeah.
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 And it's not even Wardlow's fault, man. It's just the booking, bro. Because, like, that the promo before the match, and man, why didn't we get that Wardlow the whole time? Pissed off, intense, just dope-ass Wardlow, man.
Yeah.
So, it just sucks.
Wardlow's title reign, his longest feud in his title reign was with Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. He had the brief feud with Scorpio Sky, but that wasn't really that long. And then after that, he was, mixed in with FTR.
Literally.
And Motor City Machine Guns, and Samoa Joe, or going against Motor City Machine Guns and Satnam Singh and Jay Lethal and them. So, wow.
Damn.
So, we'll get to that in just a second. But, yeah, man, so this was really good, dude. The ending was Powerhouse Hobbs was getting the Powerbomb Symphony. And as he kept getting powerbombed, Wardlow, went for the pin. Samoa Joe then came in with a senton, hit Wardlow, took him out of it, put Powerhouse Hobbs in the Coquina Clutch, and obviously he just got done with the Powerbomb Symphony, so pretty much relatively soon he kind of passed right out, bro. And Samoa Joe won the TNT Championship.
Fuck,
dude.
Man. Good for him.
You now have a guy who, and I'm not trying to say that Wardlow can't do any of this stuff, but, this was Wardlow's first championship.
Yeah.
So, it could have went one or two ways. Unfortunately, it went the way nobody wanted it to go.
Yeah.
Now you have a guy who is a proven fucking champion across multiple brands, across companies. You have a guy who's proven he can talk his ass off. He is a phenomenal storyteller. He can wrestle a really good match. I mean, he
Come on, Logan. The king of
he's not wrong though. The ROH TV Championship is the mid. Damn, he really is the king of the mid card right now.
He really is, bro. Bro took Cody's spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. But man, look, like, I know we say this a lot with AEW, like, there's absolutely no more excuses now.
No, there's really not.
There's really, like, bro, like, because up until this point, a lot of their TNT champions have been experiments. A lot of their TNT champs have been experiments, right? So, Cody was a proven champ. Cody had a good reign. Brody Lee also had a very good he had a good match as IC champion. So, but then as we move over to the Darby Allin, Miro, Sammy Guevara, Scorpio Sky, like a lot of those guys like are the AEW homegrowns who are kind of, being not tested, but, this is their first run with the title, so they're trying to see how they do with it. No more of that. You have a guy who is a phenomenal storyteller and a phenomenal wrestler. If you decide that you don't want to do that with him, that is fucking criminal. That is criminal because now, again with AEW, now we're doing this with the TNT Championship. There's no more excuses, bro. You have Wardlow. All right, maybe Wardlow's not the best on a promo, or maybe you can't.
No feud.
Yeah, maybe there's no feud that plays up to his strengths, like the MJF one really played up to his strengths.
Exactly.
So maybe you don't have that, but I could maybe see where, it could have been hard, but not really, because there was literally, like, just put him in the ring with interesting people, and a story will go somewhere.
Literally.
You know what I mean? But they chose to put him in the ring with people that are fucking not interesting at all. And that's exactly what they got out of it. Nothing.
Literally.
Because these people garner no interest. And, yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. Finally,
man.
But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, you just should have did better with the man. I mean, just it's not that hard, bro. You have one of the best rosters. You know what I mean? I mean, put them in there with people that are fucking interesting.
Literally,
Don't
man.
put them in there with these fucking scrubs, because 9 times out of 10, you have somebody on the roster that's interesting.
Exactly.
And that can give them an interesting story, and they can tell an interesting story and create something that maybe they could come back to in a couple years. Not everybody's going to have these stories of, oh, these guys had history in this company, so this makes sense to put them to put them in a feud with each other. That's what you had to do in the beginning of AEW, and now it seems like they just don't. They didn't do well. Not that they don't do it, but they didn't do it for Wardlow.
No,
they didn't create any storylines for the guy that you can come back to in a couple years. I mean,
because you can't always rely on that of other people. You gotta start making that to where you could do it yourself with these people, man. So it sucks to see that they kind of failed Wardlow, man. But let's just hope they do Joe better, man. Because if they don't do Joe good, holy fuck, they need a change of something, man. Get Cody back. Get the King in the mid card back.
Yeah. At that point, Tony Khan should seriously look at putting a team together. Literally. A full-fledged team like Triple H has, because all these ideas can't come from just you and the talent. You know what I mean? I mean, have some people to filter before it gets to you. You know what I mean? And it seems like whoever the hell you got in that chair now, Tony Schiavone, because on that media call, Tony Khan said that, that Nyla Rose story was Tony Schiavone's idea. So if those are the fucking people, and I love me some Tony Schiavone, don't get it twisted. But man, if those are the people that are in your creative chair, bro, I'll give you my number, man. I mean, good lord, give me a fucking call, dude. you gotta create stories. How you can't expect Wardlow to catch a bone that isn't there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You should have. You can't always rely on. Give me a minute. Let's put Samoa Joe in the ring. Golly, who's fucking from 2016 NXT? Let's put Samoa Joe in the ring with Jeff Hardy because they had a feud for the U.S. title on SmackDown, and you're not always gonna have that.
Exactly.
You're
Make
not
feuds.
Yes, just start something now. Plant some seeds, and you can come back to it in a couple years, and it'll be 10 times more interesting. But you can't always. Oh, well, I got it. Well, we'll add some storyline arc to this by putting them in a useless tag team that nobody's gonna care about. Like, dude, this isn't the Bar.
No.
This is War Joe.
And
No.
like, I like how they did it in the end, where like the lesson of Wardlow was like you shouldn't have trusted Joe the whole time, or what it should have been. Joe said it should have been obvious what I was trying to do. You could have done that faster. You didn't actually have to make them a tag team. He could have just been like, "Hey, want to be a tag team?" And he could have just instantly just fucked them over and won the match, man. And then this could be a future storyline that you could one day come back to. And I think that's what they're starting to do with the storyline, which is nice. But you do it when he loses a title.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Literally.
Yeah, and then it makes Wardlow look like a fucking meathead.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen this coming the whole time. Like,
Oh, shit.
yeah,
It's
like
fucking Samoa Joe. It's like trusting Kevin Owens. You
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah.
Or like trusting MJF.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Or CM Punk. It's like trusting CM Punk to come on a fucking media scrum.
You
just
don't.
can't do that.
exactly.
So
He just looks like a fucking meathead.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope this is something we could come back to in a couple years, and it'll be 10 times more interesting. But as for the now, you failed Wardlow, and where do you go with Wardlow from here? I don't know.
Who knows, man?
I don't know. You can have him go on a mean streak. I don't know. I would say you just kind of do this solo Wardlow. Have him be with
Yeah.
nobody, no friends, no trust whatsoever.
Exactly. Have him trust nobody.
I think that's kind of where you have to go after a storyline like this. He kind of had this weird like staring contest with Will Hobbs after the match, so that was kind of interesting. They both kind of just looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
But as for Samoa Joe, bro, if you fuck this up,
Fuck.
Bro.
You need some writers, man. And
yeah.
you know our email, bruh.
Logan says it here. They need to hire all three of us. We come up with some great ass ideas in those PlayStation parties.
I swear to God.
Bro, that's the whole reason this podcast is. That's the whole reason
now.
this podcast is a thing, dude. Yeah. Told Sir K, man, we can't just be talking about this, to our boys, bro. I think people need to hear some of this shit.
We could be fixing careers out there, bruh. We could
Yeah.
be building shit.
I mean, man, give me some time, bro. I'll
Literally.
fucking book you the next 2 years.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, man. So I don't know, but it's kind of sad. I'm happy for Samoa Joe, but it's sad on Wardlow's case because this is in no way what should have happened to his run, And if that's what they were planning for the MJF storyline, I think we could have waited a little longer to see this Wardlow turn because
if you had nothing for him, don't break him up. Simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, so that was that, man. And nonetheless, I'm excited for Samoa Joe. I just really want to see somebody help out this TNT championship. Somebody, and like I said, now you're at the point where you have little to no excuses because this is Samoa fucking Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, for the next match, we got Sting and Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. This, I didn't hate it.
No, it just happened, really.
As all of these matches kind of do. After the match, I want you to say what you told me about Darby Allin during the match. I want you to bring up that point when we get to talking about after this match. But as for the match, It wasn't the most amazing thing in the world. It wasn't bad by any means of the imagination, man. It was just one of those typical fun Sting and Darby Allin tag team matches on pay-per-view. Jay Lethal has been in AEW for the past year. He debuted at Full Gear last year, and somehow, some way, he is still stuck in the WWE mid-card for 1 year, and he's in AEW.
Literally.
So, I don't know how that's possible, but Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett did end up losing this match. This came from a lot of interference with Satnam Singh.
I will say, he did it. That was cool as hell when he caught Darby Allin from fucking how many feet up.
That was pretty cool. Nuts, bro.
Hey, man. Satnam Singh ain't the best, bro. Bro's still better than Braun Strowman.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna argue that.
Bro's still better than Braun.
Bro could barely bend down for the Scorpion Death Drop, but it is what it is.
Bro's big body ass. Bro is just...
Sting couldn't get a grip on his big ass, bro.
What the fuck, man? But yeah, man, it wasn't horrible, man. Sting always has fun spots in this match. His old ass just goes crazy for these fucking matches, man. So it wasn't a bad match. These, like we said, bro, these kind of just happen, and yeah, man.
Definitely, man. So the ending saw Jay Lethal do the most awkward of lethal injections I've ever seen.
Dude,
fucking Sting barely fucking caught his ass, bro. And I feel so bad for Sting because just before this happened, he had to fucking find some way to get a grip on Satnam Singh. And then he has Jay Lethal jumping back into him barely. So this is really good, though, man. This was really good. Yeah, man. It was just a fun Sting and Darby Allin pay-per-view tag team match, and yeah, man. It was that was about it, bro. That was about it. Sting did end up getting the pin on Jay Lethal. Mm-hmm. So that was that, man. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most amazing thing in the world, but I didn't hate it by any stretch of the means at all. So yeah, this one was good, man, and it lasted 11 minutes. But yeah, man, I want you to tell the people, man. I want you to tell the people and go into it, man.
Man, do I miss Darby Allin in prominence, man? Whether it's a TNT match, now they got the All-Atlantic. I mean, Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin sounds good in my fucking book. It sounds better than what the fuck he's doing on fucking Wednesday. But man, I just miss Darby Allin just doing shit that mattered, man. It's not even Sting's fault. I mean, it's just the booking they've been putting him in, man. But man, it's Darby Allin just one of the best they have, man. And they're just doing these random matches that just happen, man. Get him in prominence, man. Get him in the storyline. I mean, even though he went for the TNT title before, I thought a feud with Wardlow and Darby Allin would be great. You know,
that would have been awesome.
Darby Allin's determinants, Wardlow's strength. That could have been a really good feud, man. And that's something that didn't happen. Or just shit in general, just singles feuds he could be doing, and they just don't do nothing. Even, let's say you want him in a trios division, let's say, man. I think a better version of Death Triangle might have been someone like Darby Allin, because, you know, you could put him as Zero Fear. He kind of has that. He has the face paint. I think a better version of something like a Death Triangle would be with, like, a Darby. That could have him something to do. But just, like I said, it's not even the fact that he's with Sting. It's just that everything they do is meaningless, man.
I was going to say that, but I don't know. I was going to say Darby Allin and the Hardy Boys. But them motherfuckers don't need to be doing that shit.
No.
Now, had this have been like 10 years ago, alright, maybe, but...
Maybe if they're broken, I think that could work. You know, Darby's a creative guy. I think he could fall in that broken family in a pretty cool way. Yeah. I mean,
and then you could have Sting there, but he's like creeped out by all of it. Like,
he's like, the fucking weirdos.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe he could be called like the half-dead man or something, because, I mean, that's what Darby Allin refers to himself as, is, you know, half-dead. So maybe something like that could be cool, man. Or just general single shit, man. Just something, man. I just miss him just being important to the show, man. Because he's one of your pillars, man. And you gotta start treating the man like it, man. Definitely, man. I would definitely like him to have He'll have some type of title, man. Yeah, man. Whether it's like I was gonna say all elite, an all Atlantic or a TNT fucking Barbie, or fucking damn, or fucking even one day the world. You know what I mean? Just or like tease a world title shot. You know, he doesn't have to win it yet, even though. Like you said, I think Darby beating MJF eventually might be a great idea.
They've like told the story and they left the book open.
They have, bro, and those two are a good fucking feud together, man.
Yes.
They complement each other really good. But even if you don't want to do it, tease it. Have Darby go for a shot. Just can't do it yet, man. And have him go on a mission to get himself to that level, man. But
yeah,
Darby Allin, you just need to do more with them, man. Definitely.
Yeah, that's really underrated. I don't see a lot of people talking about that. Darby Allin and MJF. I mean, those two told a really good story at last year's Full Gear.
They did, man.
And they're just perfect, bro. They're perfect in a storyline with each other. Literally the complete opposite of people.
Oh, bro, truly.
You know, Darby Allin's kind of like the average everyday man, as to where MJF's like this entitled prick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who thinks everything's owed to him. I think that could make for some really, really good storytelling, in my honest opinion. And I definitely think that's a direction that they should go in, man.
So. Another element about those two that's the same in an idea, but they do it completely separately. They both do everything in their power to win, but it's in completely separate ways. MJF will use Knuckles, his ring, any type of cheating to win. As with Darby, it's him and his body on the line. He'll do whatever he has to do to his body to win. And I think that's such a great, just great chemistry, man. Definitely, man.
I've been saying that longer.
I think he's been saying it longer, man.
I've been saying that for a really long time, bruh. That's my guy. I love JD, but I've been saying that for a long time. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I've been saying that I've said for the longest time, Darby or Bryan is perfect.
Perfect, man. And to be honest, I would say Darby, because Bryan could be a good person to take it from Darby. You know?
I think a heel Danielson taking it from a babyface Darby Allin. Because I think it would be kind of cool to see Danielson take it from a guy who is kind of just like him in a lot of ways. Like, he fought through, being a smaller guy and stuff like that. So I think it'd be really cool. And I think the way Danielson wrestles, I think that would flow really good with Darby Allin, really because Danielson, I know it's kind of corny at this point. He says it all the time, but Danielson will kick your fucking head in. Mm-hmm. Darby Allin's not afraid to get his fucking head kicked in. So I think that'd be awesome, man. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, you probably did hear it from me, man. But I mean, whoever else is saying that ain't wrong too. So yeah, yeah, bro. But yeah, Sting and Darby Allin pick up the victory here, bro. But yes, I would love to see Darby Allin back in something more prominent. And like I said, they kind of went against their own storytelling here, which I don't really know how I feel about. But regardless, Darby Allin needs to be featured in a better spot. I think he'd be perfect to take the title from MJF, him or Danielson for sure.
100%.
But I think it's about time, man. I think it's about time. And yeah, I think, with the floodgates kind of opening for the next AEW World Champ, I'm throwing my name in the Darby Allin hat, bro. So he's fucking great. Yeah, so next. Man.
This match shocked me, man. I gotta say.
This match shocked the hell out of me.
I thought it was just gonna happen. And
I thought this was going to get a hot 8 minutes. And
damn. I mean, you're not wrong.
I thought this match was going to get a hot 8 fucking minutes, and then Jamie Hayter was just gonna be gone out of contention, and Toni Storm was just going to keep her world title until Thunder Rosa came back. and then Thunderstorm was gonna get to do their thing, but wow, bro, what'd you say during this? Fucking Tony Gargano.
Bro, those kickouts were nuts, man.
This is 100% Logan. 100%.
Oh, I think this is the women's match of the year for AEW. I think it's gotta be, man.
Yeah. Women's match in general.
For AEW, definitely.
For AEW, definitely. But in general, well, we do have a women's War Games coming up soon, so that could be one. But Becky and Bianca from Mania.
That shit was fire, man.
That shit was heat. So, I don't know, dude, but for AEW, 100%. Because, horrible. That is criminal. Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, man, Logan says, also, congratulations to Toni Storm for never being the actual women's champ.
Get rid of the interim shit, bro. Even Sean Spears tweeted out to get rid of the interim title.
Did
You're
he
either
really?
a champion or not. Exactly.
Wow.
Because, dude, like, they should just be champs, bro. They should just be champs. That's what they are to me, man. I don't give a fuck about the record. That's what it should be, man. So.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, Thunder Rosa didn't plan to get injured, but they didn't either. They didn't plan a Thunder Rosa injury either, so why does it fall on them that their name doesn't get put in the history books because Thunder Rosa's out with injury? We talked about this on Friday. If you're going to come back and put them in a title program anyway, because that's the only logical thing to do unless you're Vince McMahon booking Finn Balor, you're going to put these people in in the world title picture when they get back anyway. So strip the no more. This needs to go to to me, Toni Storm will be the women's champion.
No, I didn't.
I did not see what she tweeted, but it sucks for Toni Storm. To me, she will be an AEW women's champion, but technically it is criminal. It is absolutely criminal. And now Jamie Hayter's probably going to fall into that category as well. So she's going to get to break Thunder Rosa's nose again when she gets back. Thunder Rosa's going to be back in the bathroom crying when she gets back because Pog Hayter's champion now.
Oh, yeah.
She's a double champ, dude.
Pog champ and women's champ, bro.
That's right.
Real shit, man. But good for Toni Storm. Fucking Toni Storm. Good for Jamie Hayter, man. Genuinely a great match. The crowd rag for what was a shitty fucking crowd. They ended up getting good at the end of this match, man. They were excited for the kickouts, the fucking million kickouts that fucking Toni Storm did.
I don't know what I don't know. Bruh, she gotta be Perk Storm, bruh.
Bro, she got curb stomped on the title, bro. Throwing toss in the ring, guy with a finisher.
Wait. Pause.
Oh, God.
What the fuck was Rebel when she got kicked out from ringside?
What? She fucking roared. I don't know if you guys
Bro,
caught that.
Did anybody catch Rebel when she came down, distracted the ref, Hayter hit her finisher, Tony kicked out, so the ref does the "you're out of here"? What the fuck did Rebel roar for, bruh?
Like, she didn't even give like a normal reaction of fuck. Oh, Belle, what's up, man?
Hey. She said, Belle's here. What's going on, Belle's? Good to see you. She says, hi, guys. Just woke up and popping in to say hi before watching the other half of the show. Mind blown after seeing Vicky Guerrero came out in a Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, saw she came out in the lowrider, bruh.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't even catch that, but yeah, they came out in the Guerrero lowrider.
Was she wearing Rhea Ripley's new shirt?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. No way. Holy shit, yeah, good morning.
Good morning, man.
What is it, like 7 in the morning for you now? That's fucked, man. I'd be pissed. But, yeah, man. What is she, man? I think she might have been, because I saw Rhea Ripley tweet something about Guerrero and Vicky. So I think she might have been wearing her shirt, man. That's crazy. That's real nuts, man. But, shit.
Huh. I'm not seeing... Let me try to look her up on...
Yeah, bro. they kicked Rebel out that match, man.
What?
And she didn't even give the reaction. You know how like, the women will like stomp and like yell and be pissed. Bro, she stopped what she was doing and fucking like charged up and just roared.
She was like, she was like, raw.
Like she was fucking Roman Reigns, bro.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing, man? You just got kicked out of the match, bro.
Literally. Oh, she was wearing the I Am Mommy shirt, but I guess she like taped up the Rhea Ripley on the back of it.
Wow.
That's cool, man.
That's cool.
That's
though.
the shit I like to see in the business.
That's
man.
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I don't know what the fuck Rebel was doing, bro. She must smoke a pack a day, bro, with her voice, man. She fucking roared. And I was like, bro, what the fuck was that? Bro, she hit the Roman, bro.
She did, bro. I was looking. I'm like,
rod, and just fucking walked.
I looked at Sir K. I'm like,
The fuck was
why
that?
did she just fucking roar?
Sound like a fucking T-Rex, bro.
So later in the match, Tony's on the outside of the ring again. Titles land right there. She gets curb stomped on the title. Tony takes her jacket off. She's wearing the Jamie Hayter shirt, and
Right.
she's like, and she's screaming, "This is Jamie's time." Tony goes in the ring. Jamie hits her with her finisher again, and Tony fucking kicks out. I was like, damn, bro. Me and Sir K were jumping off our seats.
That shit was dope.
That shit was good. And then we were even getting more excited because, like, again, I thought this match was going to get a hot fucking 8 minutes and then they were just going to
They
be
just
out.
kept going.
They kept going, bro. And right as we thought that, Britt was going to end up costing Toni Storm the women's championship, Britt almost sacrificed herself in a way. She undid the turnbuckle, but Tony threw Jamie into the corner. Britt shielded the corner so Jamie wouldn't hit it. Britt falls off. Jamie turns it around, throws Tony at the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle, hits her with her finisher, and Jamie Hayter is the new AEW Women's Champion, bro.
Fuck that interim shit. She's the champ, bro.
Yeah.
Good for her, man. This was an organic win, bro. The crowd actually, for one of the few moments in the night, got hype. And it was genuinely fucking awesome, bro. I'm so happy for Jamie Hayter. And this is the type of shit you should be having in your women's main event.
This
Two
is
genuinely great wrestlers.
Yes.
And you should have focused on this in the build-up, and it would have made this moment even fucking better, man. But they managed to make it a great moment with this shit build they were given. And good for them, man. Good for Jamie Hayter.
And I absolutely love how now Britt is the side piece in her group because
Thank fucking God.
it needed to be Jamie Hayter. Everybody wanted Jamie Hayter. Everybody loves Jamie Hayter, bro. She's genuinely,
Fuck that, Logan. Ain't no fucking interim.
yeah, fuck that, bro. Honestly, enough is enough, dude. I mean, Tony Khan was talking about weighing the pros and cons of stripping the title off of Thunder
do it.
Rosa, dude. How do you not see the biggest con is how all these other women look? It might not be a problem to you, but how does that look on them?
Like,
Not good. So this was fucking great. This was great, man. I mean, this was awesome. This was an awesome match. This is definitely in my top 2 women's matches of the year. Obviously number 1 being Becky and Bianca, but this is right behind it. This was yeah. That's true. That is true. That is true.
I think that's gonna get annoying, but in the moment, I didn't even give a fuck about Britt. So good for Jamie Hayter, man.
Yeah. Awesome moment, and I'm so happy that Jamie Hayter won the women's championship, bro. And we need the focus to be on her, on Jamie, because
Please.
Jamie is great. And I absolutely love how she was brought into this group to be Britt Baker's lackey, and now she is the women's champion. So,
Fucking love that shit, man.
yeah, let's do away with the interim. As time moves on, you need to put that real asterisk, that real title
By their name.
on Jamie Hayter, bro. And man, it needs to be it just needs to go away. It needs to go away. Thunder Rosa can get her a shot when she comes back, but for now, No, it's not doing anybody any good.
Exactly.
And please, Tony Khan, Jamie Hayter is the main person in that little group.
Hope he fucking knows that.
I don't want to see, and you guys know who watch us. You'll hear it from us first if this shit starts to go south. But for now,
It's awesome.
it's awesome, and we need to keep our foot on the fucking gas with Jamie Hayter, not Britt Baker.
Exactly, man.
So let's hope that continues, man. This one went 15 minutes, and they used all 15 minutes perfectly, bro. This was awesome.
Exactly.
So next, we have Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory 3. Man,
Man,
this one was the worst of the trilogy.
I would say.
This one was the worst of the trilogy. This one had no daddy ass, so the crowd was kind of upset about that. Yeah, man. Yeah, there was no daddy ass, so like I said, the crowd was upset. They were chanting, "We want daddy." He did end up coming out, and they erupted huge for it, but they said he didn't want to come out there because of...
Didn't want to get mad and like accidentally cost them the titles out
Right.
of his like anger or
Right.
just trying to help them in that costing them the titles, which that's a good excuse. If he's not there, I think that's a good excuse, and it makes him look like he genuinely cares about these two and he just wants them to be champions.
Exactly. So it really works.
Well, a better dad to them than his own children. I fucking love it.
Me
'Cause I
too.
hate his kids.
Me too. Yeah, man. Yeah, so, Bell says MJF's going to hold the AEW title to early 2024. Will he be in AEW in early 2024?
Yeah, it's because it's the bidding war of 2024, so they might have him keep it till then to try to make him stay, man. I could see, in terms of business-wise, TK trying to do that, man.
Or if he really is scaring Tony Khan and making Tony Khan think he's going to leave, I could see Tony Khan taking it off of him at All Out, to be honest.
I like it all out.
Or at the most Full Gear, because Tony Khan's not going to want somebody to walk.
No.
Tony Khan's not going to want to do WoW World Champion, but Tony Khan's not going to want to do another... He's not going to want to do another... what is it? He's not going to want to do another world title tournament because some guy, the champion that everybody's known for the past year, walked away to the other company. So,
Definitely, man. Even though, yeah, look, I think he's gonna stay. I think he is, but there still
never
is that
know.
risk. You know, if they offer them man some crazy money where you kind of can't compete, he's gonna fucking go over there, and you can't really blame the fucking guy. So you gotta have that backup and plan, man. But he's gonna hold it for a while. I don't know how long, but it's gonna be for a while.
Definitely. Yeah, man. So the reason Daddy Ass came out here for was because Swerve got his little clippers and was going to break the Acclaim's fingers
So they can't scissor.
so they can't scissor each other. Oh, by the way, since we're together,
Don't. Hell yeah, bro.
can't do that over video chat, man. So
No.
get as many of those in as we can. But so I think it was the worst of the trilogy, but I think this one had a different focus. I think this was the tip of the iceberg for swerving our glory hole, and I think
The fuck, man.
and I think that was more so the focus of the match, other than the other ones kind of being the Acclaim's chase. You know what I mean? So, not that it was bad, but it was the worst of the trilogy. I think they progressively got worse.
Yeah.
All Out was goated. That's got to be
Oh,
probably
easily
match
the
of the
best.
year.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got under that the Grand Slam, and then this one. But this match was okay, man. It was okay. It had the interference from Daddy Ass to pop the crowd. Swerve then got in the ring and tried handing Keith Lee the snippers to break Bowen's fingers. And Keith Lee's just holding it, looking at it, and he throws it away. So Swerve gets pissed, smacks the shit out of Keith Lee. Keith Lee looks at him, obviously pissed. So he looks at him.
Looks like Bowen's getting up.
And Bowens is getting up right on the side of them. So Keith Lee just looks at Bowens. He pats him on the back. And he walks out. And
Damn.
they finish Swerve, man. And the Acclaimed keep the championships. And Swerve in Our Glory ends in the most AEW way imaginable.
Not a technical turn, but it's an AEW turn.
Literally the Omega and Hangman turn.
Just leaves him hanging, man.
Yep.
So, there's that, man. He could have at least smacked his ass back or something and left, but no, he just walks away. But, nonetheless, the breakup we've all been anticipating, man. It's here, and I think they did it in a good way, man. That was a cool-ass moment.
I don't know if they do that because, like, they don't want it, because it seems like they always do like the correct turn when the person isn't it seems like they do the correct turn when nobody expects it, like when Ricky Starks Powerhouse Hobbs turned. Like in that instance, Powerhouse Hobbs like hits him, but in a moment where everybody's like, well, this is gonna be the night Swerve's gonna turn, or this is gonna be the night Omega turns on Hangman, it's just a walkout, and it's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, just go with it, man. It doesn't matter if people are guessing it. If it's the right decision, just fucking go for it, man.
Predictable is not always bad.
Exactly, man. It was predictable for MJF to win. Would it have been bad?
No.
No, it was the right decision. If he wouldn't have won, it would have been bad. Predictable is sometimes good and needed.
Yeah. So, yeah, but this was the worst of the trilogy, if I'm being 100% honest. But you know,
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It just served a different purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, we got the what looks like the official breakup of Swerve in Our Glory, man. So, man, am I excited for this? Another guy that could take that belt from MJF,
Definitely,
Keith
man.
Lee. Keith Lee, absolutely. We've said this for the longest time. Needs to be the first black AEW World Champion, bro.
Oh,
Without a doubt. There's absolutely no questioning that.
Oh, yeah.
And now you kind of got this story here where the Swerve in Our Glory story has kind of, you know, been a little interesting, man. So whenever Keith Lee does win that,
hey, they could go back to that, man. Definitely, man.
There's a perfect challenger that will most likely be waiting in the dark. Or Darby Allin takes it from MJF. Swerve is one of Darby Allin's best friends. Turns his back on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then Keith Lee wants to give Swerve a little bit of his own poison, man. So you got some good fucking storytelling that you can go with. You just got to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, oh, wow. That's interesting. I'm just finding this out. So that tag match was a no DQ tag match.
Oh, dude, I feel like they didn't even mention it.
I don't think they did either.
I don't
Let me
think
look
they
at the
did.
image real quick. Yeah, there's no mention of a...
I had no clue that was a fucking no DQ match, man. They were just doing shit.
Whatever. I was wondering why people kept getting involved in that Darby and Sting match, but I was like, it's got to be no DQ or else they're just saying fuck all with these rules. Yeah, man. So, yeah, this was really good, man. The match ended in 19 minutes and 40 seconds, and it was very good, and it just served a different purpose. Not that it was bad. It was still good in its own right, but, yeah, man. It was, another Acclaimed victory, man, and as it should have been, because it would be criminal to take the titles off of them right now.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
And in the main event, Jon Moxley versus MJF.
Match itself wasn't crazy, man. It really wasn't.
No.
I think it was a little better than I saw people talking about it on Twitter. People are saying it was really bad on Twitter. I don't think it was bad. I think it kind of... a match that in the match terms kind of just happened.
Yeah.
But it was good. it ultimately did the good thing with MJF winning, man. The only thing I don't agree with is the how. But yeah, man, the match wasn't bad. It really wasn't.
No, the match wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad, man. I mean, both of these guys kind of work that like slower, like old school pace. Not that it's bad.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad. White Diamond ring, and Regal comes out. Regal comes out and is telling him, "Don't you do it? Don't you fucking do it." So MJF takes the ring off and he throws it at him and he flips off William Regal. Mox then transition into a little bit more offense. MJF kind of gets him down for a little bit. William Regal slides MJF brass knucks.
I really didn't want it to happen, man. I don't like that turn.
And damn. So, first things first. There was a point in this match where the ref was knocked down. And MJF was in the Bulldog choke. He was in the Bulldog choke from Jon Moxley. He taps out while the ref don't say that, Logan.
No.
He taps out while the ref is down.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't like about this, I know MJF is the bad guy. I know that's kind of what he's going for. I know that's the whole point of him. But look, MJF has been talking this whole time about how he's gonna actually earn this, and you know, cheating to win is the MJF thing to do, right? Like, it is the cheating to win is the MJF thing to do. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, obviously he's gonna cheat to win, but I thought the tap out was a little like
kind of proving Mox right.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know if that's what they were going for, but it just didn't, like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm really going to earn it this time. And then it's like, if you cheat, like, you could still have a little bit of that. You could still have a little bit of that, like, heelness about it. Like, well, I did earn it. I did earn it, you know what I mean? I cheated, but I earned it. I pinned his shoulders to the mat, but technically Mox should have won the match, so it's a little weird on kind of how that works.
Well, I think that was just to distract Mox to, have him get his guard down so he can't get slid.
That makes sense.
So that is why he tapped, just to get Mox's guard down, but, like, still, man, I mean, it's Regal. His guard should be down around Regal anyway, in terms of, like, not expecting him to slide him nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really think he even needed to do that little tap, man.
No. I personally, I wasn't really too big a fan. I mean, if that was the reason, that makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense,
but I wasn't really too big a fan of that, bro. But then, the most just
pointless,
unnecessary thing, in my honest opinion, happens, bro. MJF is down, and he gets slid brass knuckles, and he puts him on, punches Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley's laying out cold, and MJF pins Mox and wins the championship, and William Regal turns, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's turn. It could just him be just testing Mox. He could, at the end of the day, just go up to Mox and MJF and yeah, you proved me right. You still had to cheat. I tossed you a weapon. You cheated. You weren't gonna win it. I knew you weren't. So
they got some ways they can slide out of this.
Slide out of it.
One thing William Regal could say, you were too fixated, and you can bring this up because he said this on television. Mm-hmm. The whole time you've been too fixated on going on your vacation. So yeah. I needed something to throw you off because you became too complacent. That's not what we like here in the BCC. So that's a way out of it. You can say, he was testing him, and if Mox is pissed, as he should be, Regal could say, well, that's what I wanted, because you've been a John Moxley that became
complacent.
a little too complacent and just
just
figured you were the big man on campus. So kind of a way to humble him, if you will.
Yeah, I think that's your good way out, man, but still, man, I hope this doesn't mean the end of anything, which, to be honest, I don't think it is, even if it's the end of Mox and, what's his face, Regal. I don't think it's the end of the BCC, or at least I hope not, but I hope this just makes it stronger, but that's a cool way to do it. You know, him testing Mox is fucking him over. I mean, it makes sense in the lines of what the group stands for, man. So, definitely think that's their way out. I hope it is, man, because I don't want to see that group break up. It's literally the fucking coolest group they have.
And that group has not even scratched the surface on what they could do.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And with that, the opportunities for a Wheeler Yuta are going to go down so much. That group doesn't need to end. I'm completely against that, and I don't want to see Regal with MJF. That's just so unnecessary. You have a way out of this. I really think you need to go that route, and I really need you to think about that one to AEW and Tony Khan and whoever's making these decisions, because I just don't mess with that, bro. And I can see, and I can also see, like Shirkay said, Regal kind of going the route where he did it to kind of get under MJF's skin because he knew he couldn't resist being a prick.
Yeah.
But the way the commentators were talking about it, it's like they had this planned all along. Like they just been buddies.
Like, if you're going that route, you should have made the detail where MJF was shocked to see him slide it, and he just took it out of just instinct. If you want to go that route, but it's also a test of MJF, and Regal's the type of guy. Even if you're not in his group, he's gonna fucking test you. He just likes to do that shit. He's just fucking evil. So I hope they make it make sense, man, because I don't want them to go the route that they could be going in.
And I really think this could be a way of Regal. I don't know about this, but I think it could mean for some cool stuff. I'd really have to sit down and think about this, but maybe this is a way where Regal is trying to, harden these guys up a little bit. In other words, going heel with the Blackpool Combat Club, making these guys a little more rougher and tougher, because that's just how he wants them to be. So maybe this is a way for them to go. That was a bad. If this has anything to do with breaking that group up, this is a bad call.
That's very horrible, man. But if it's the opposite, it could go in a really good way. I mean, if you want to increase it, you could even somehow say he kind of instigated the beef between Yuta and Daniel Bryan just to get them just a little more on edge. And just keep, if this is the route you're going, just keep with it. Just keep kind of have Regal be the instigator, just drama. And I mean,
like backstage in AEW.
You could be a symbol of what's going on backstage if you really want it to be, man. But definitely think that's the route you should go. I hope this isn't him joining MJF or nothing like that. I hope not.
That's so unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary, and I hope it's just him not only proving himself right against MJF, but toughening up Mox, man. Because Mox technically was getting complacent. Bro, in that entrance, Mox was marking out. You could tell he was happy he was going on vacation. That man looked like me on Sunday, bro, when I was going on my vacation, bro. Bro was just happy as hell.
That's going to be me, December 23rd.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's just how it is, man. But, like, I hope that's what they do, man, because that is not a good pairing. It's unnecessary.
No. Yeah, it's completely unnecessary, especially knowing all that we know about MJF's deep hatred for William Regal, denying him in WWE a couple years ago, and then you're just boys with him. That doesn't make too much sense to me, but it is what it is, I guess, man. But I wasn't really rocking with that, man. I wasn't really rocking with that, and I could could Regal be MJF's new manager? I really hope not. MJF doesn't need a manager. He can talk, and as far as like cheating, he kind of does it himself.
Yeah, he doesn't need help with it.
Yeah, this does not need to be the end of the Blackpool Combat Club. You have ways around this, and like I said, like I said, man, MJF, I just need to vent because I just read what happened to Denise Salcido at Full Gear was disgusting. Where was the arena's damn security? Uh-oh, what happened?
I saw the girl's tweet. Like, some dude was up next to her and just creeping on her. And she thought he was, like, media or something, and he wasn't.
Oh, wow.
And he, like, knew her name and shit. It was weird, man.
Is she like a...
I think she's one of the I think she's always part of the media scrum or something.
Oh, wow.
I think she's one of the, like, the people that always ask questions at the media scrum and shit. I think she's a part of their media. And I saw her tweet about that happening. That sucks, man. That's fucked.
How the fuck do you get involved in one of those, bro? Because I got a couple questions to ask Tony Khan.
I think it's a thing you gotta join or, like, apply to.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Fucking well apply, man, because I got some questions, bruh.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where's some damn pay-per-view music, first of all?
No doubt. What's up with War Pigs, man?
Literally, bro.
Y'all gonna get that?
What the fuck is going on here, bro? But...
So, yeah, what's up with this streaming, bro?
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, I don't know. You got a couple ways out of this. Like I said, your most obvious way is, John Moxley being on television talking about how, he'd go on vacation, and, you kind of play in that he's maybe gotten a little complacent, man.
Yeah.
Maybe just kind of playing it. Obviously, he hasn't. We love Mox, but on TV, you could definitely play into that a little bit, and, Mox maybe got a little too comfortable as being the company's ace, and, he wanted to throw him a curveball because that's just what William Regal does. But man, you got a couple ways out of this, and you really need to go with them because it is way too early to end the Blackpool Combat Club. It has been since March. It has literally been 8 months of a group. Meanwhile, you kept the Inner Circle around for like 2.5 years.
Exactly, bro. And you're keeping Death Triangle around, so you should be able to keep the BCC, man.
Yeah.
Plus, even though you just called fucking John Mox with ace, William Regal could say he had to throw a Joker card in the ace to throw him off a little bit. Toss some cool ass lines in there, bro.
There you go.
I hope that's the route they go with. I think it should be because you can't think about breaking them up, especially with even financially, like the merch sales that gotta be happening with that fucking group.
I just fucking bought one of their shirts.
Exactly, bro. Like, come on.
Yes.
Man.
Exactly. Best friend.
Yeah, I was fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, and
fucking Rocky Romero on that fucking TV.
God.
That fucking jobber.
Oh, bro, the look on your face when he popped in that interview on Rampage, you were just like, you were like, ah, right there.
Right at the fucking end here.
We're reconnected. So, yeah, man. I mean, yeah. It just. I don't think this is the right time whatsoever, and I think that's the way you need to go about it. Cause, yeah, that can't happen. I mean, like we were saying, bro, you can't. And watch, this will be the one time where AEW now they want to split a group up.
Yeah.
The Blackpool Combat Club.
Group they have.
A group that does not need to be split up.
At all.
The best group in the company that aren't named the Elite.
Exactly.
So, it just doesn't need to happen, and I'm really interested to see where we go here, and you really got a interesting, a thin line to walk, because you can easily fuck this up, and it needs to be your duty to not fuck this up. But yeah, man, that was everything, man. So that is your Full Gear.
Hell yeah.
That is your Full Gear 2022 official show review, as this Wi-Fi wants to give me the last fuck you before we get off the air. Dude, I can't thank you guys enough, man. I can't thank you guys enough. Bell, my pops, Logan, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. Honestly, thank you for sticking around. You guys honestly could have gone and watched any other fucking podcaster go do their thing. So, Logan says he needs your thoughts on something. Well,
okay.
I'll wait till you're...
You gotta hit us with these thoughts, man.
What are your thoughts on Saraya saying that it doesn't matter who the heel and face is in their rivalry? I think it's just a way to not make it seem as bad of Britt Baker's sympathetic promo, but obviously it does matter. I feel like she's just saying that.
Wrestlers nowadays, they just tweet shit like that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it absolutely does matter, and I think it's just kind of a way. I think it's kind of just a way for somebody to look heel to a different sort of fan base and somebody to look face to a other fan base.
Exactly.
The AEW diehards who absolutely love AEW and the actual people with a brain know that Britt needs to get out of the spotlight. So it's kind of, I feel like maybe that's kind of just their way to do it. But regardless, no worries. We're right at the end here. I think she's defensive because the feud wasn't all that people were hyping it up to be.
You know how these fucking wrestlers are on Twitter.
Yep.
They get all fucking defensive. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
All right.
Alrighty, guys.
Yes, we thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, bro. Again, thank you guys for sticking with us through these technical difficulties. And while we're not dropping frames, please... While we're not dropping frames for the next minute, we want to thank you guys from the bottom of our heart, bro, for sticking through us through these technical difficulties, man. We love you guys so much. It has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And that's okay.
And that is going to do it for another great edition. A honestly great edition.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the technical difficulties, one of our best reviews. And we thank you guys so much for sticking with us through the technical difficulties for another great show. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys Monday for Thanksgiving Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grit. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at.